Hi, everybody. It's been a while, but we're going to try and do a little bit of a Friday night free for all. I'm going to quickly post about this on Twitter, just in case anybody is interested. Hey, Treyguard, how's it going? I'm doing just fine. Had a great day today. Podcast went pretty well. And I'm eager to play Super Metroid. This is a game that I haven't really ever played before, and I figured over the next couple weeks, when time allows, I will see if I can make my way through it. What were you up to today? Oops, hit the wrong thing. Looks like my screen's a little bit scrunched. Oh, no problem. Oh, shoot. So one thing I've got to get used to with this PS4 controller is the touchpad on the top. Because whenever I touch the touchpad, it takes me out of the emulator. And all my windows screw up. So that's a bad thing. All right, let's get it going here. So I've seen this.
Metroid is in captivity.
Ooh.
The galaxy is at peace.
It's rare to find a Super Nintendo game with voice in it like that. What kind of coat did you get? Should have got another soda before I embarked on this journey. Let me run up and get one. I'll be right back. If anybody comes in the chat, just let them know that I'll be back. Alright, so you might have heard of the TV show Last of the Summer Wine. Well, this is Last of the Summer Ale. This is a Sam Adams lemon wheat ale. I found it in the fridge as I was cleaning some stuff out of there. And I thought, why not? So I'm hoping that this is from this past summer and not 2 summers ago. Sometimes I can't remember. But, you know, it's beer. It can't go bad, right? I don't know. I don't know if that tastes right or not. All right. On to the show. today was the first day it was really, really cold outside here in West Virginia. And I did not go outside except to take out some trash. So I've had the day off since it's Veterans Day here in the States. I'm going to play around with our screen size here. I'm just wondering if there is a way... could we do... Okay, so I can go a little bit bigger. Ideally, I'd like to have the chat in the same... No. That's not what I wanted to do. That's alright. Alright. So yeah, this tastes... It doesn't taste bad, and like the way the bubbles rise on the top, I think it's just not my kind of beer, to tell you the truth. I'm not a big fan of ales in general. I know that that's the official British beer, but that's just the way it is. I'm more of a porter or a stout kind of guy, or on the other side, I like IPAs, really hoppy IPAs, but ales are just not my thing. But I figure I'd give it a go. Jaipur? No, I've not tried that. Is that a brand? I am representing the British here with my, you recognize that logo? I can't really see it a little bit there. Oh no, it's Samuel Smith. Surely you've heard of Samuel Smith over in Yorkshire, right? $240p, that is no good. Just trying out the controls here. It's like A is your jump. Timothy Taylor. Now, I have not heard of them before. Is that another British brewery? That's not good. Oh. Okay. It's not looking good for, oh. Okay, so I gotta get out of here. Pretty good music. I believe that this was one of the early launch titles for the Super NES. I could be wrong, though. Start leaning the room on you like when you've had too much to drink. Oh, come on. Oh my gosh. Man, I was really afraid I wasn't going to make it out of there. It's pretty... You still with me, Treyguard? I can just talk to myself, too. I mean, I do that on the on the other videos all the time. I'm pretty excited about having another full day off tomorrow. A 3-day weekend is a happy occurrence for sure. I believe this game has some mapping functions too. Yeah. Super cool. Can't roll yet. I love watching Samus go down the elevators. She just looks so cool with a cannon arm. Oh, this is from the first game. I remember this. Oh. I don't think I actually have bombs yet, so... Not sure how I can get out of there. Can I shoot this thing? Nope. Okay. And then double tap on down. Oh, no problem. I've just been here talking to myself. I do it all the time. Yeah. You're very kind, Treyguard. Select missile and press the X button. Oh, I see. Probably don't want to waste those. Guess I won't be getting in there anytime soon. I know I've asked you this before, Treyguard, but where are you located in the UK? Oh yeah, that's that Metroid music I know and love. So what I really need to do is just get a bunch of missiles and go and try and go back to that other door and see if I can unlock it. Wonder if these guys are going to respawn. Oh, yep, they do. Will 5 missiles be enough to open this door? Let's find out. Yeah, I need the missiles that are that I've got up here at the top of my screen, and I just don't know how many shots it's going to take to unlock the door, or to destroy the door. And thank you, by the way. Yeah, since this time last year, I've lost about 35 pounds. There we go. I guess it takes 5 missiles to open a pink door. Oh, come on. You guys ruining my day. It's just, I really went hardcore on the low carb thing. I did what's called the keto diet. And it's really not even a diet. I mean, it kind of is, but it's, let's see if I know how to. Okay, I thought I still had bombs. It's really just limiting your carbs to 20 a day. I did no exercise whatsoever, but I still lost weight. When you limit your carbs and eat at what's called a caloric deficit, which means that you eat pretty much less than 2,000 calories a day, you will lose weight no matter what. But if you introduce carbs into your diet, it makes it a lot harder because your body will burn the carbs before it starts burning off the fat that you need to lose weight. So, but anyway, I did that really hardcore from mid-December through probably mid-May, mid to late May. And that's where I lost the bulk of my weight. And now I don't really keep it that much anymore. But what it taught me to do is not really crave a lot of bread like I used to. I used to just want to eat bread all the time. And now I don't feel like I need to. I don't eat out as much as I used to anymore. And I'm not losing any more weight, but I'm not gaining it. You know, I can keep myself around 200 pounds, which is where my wife wants me to be. She doesn't want me to lose any more weight. And so that's the secret. But I tell people all the time, it's just about finding what works for you. And I don't think there's one solution for everybody. Yeah, my goal was 200 pounds. So I hit my goal. I actually stopped a little bit before I hit my goal. I was at about 207, but I went ahead and lost the rest of it. And as long as I'm not stupid, then it won't come back. You know, on the weekends I tend to splurge a little bit and eat things, like, you know, I'll have some donuts or whatever. But during the week, you know, I pack all my own meals. Cooking for yourself is a big thing. I don't think that it's possible to lose weight and eat out all the time, just because there are so few good options. But I make a lot of things myself, and my wife also cooks for me a lot, which is very helpful. But when I was losing the bulk of my weight, I made a lot of my meals myself. and just made a lot of meat. You know, the thing about the thing that you need to do if you decide to do the keto diet is get out of the mentality that fat makes you fat. Fat makes you full. You want to eat a lot of fat. You don't want to eat a lot of carbs, and you don't want to eat a lot of calories. So your perfect food is something like butter. Butter is low in calories, but high in fat, and so it will keep you fuller for a long time. Beef is like that too. The whole the whole thing about the cholesterol and actually eggs are the perfect food. Because eggs are very low calorie, and they're high in protein, and they're high in fat. Well, they're not really high in fat. They just keep you full for a long time. And so I ate a ton of eggs. I still eat eggs every morning for breakfast, eggs and sausage. Sausage is another good one. Just any kind of meat that has a lot of protein. But the things that, like chicken, is not really that great because it's lean. It's too lean, so it won't keep you full. Yeah, beer is definitely a no-go when you're on the keto diet. However, you can drink as much liquor as you want, which is nice. I can't remember if I've been over here or not. I have not been over here. So this is a save point. And I think I need to go back and do that again. There we go. Yeah, the rule with carbs is if it grows under the ground, it is no good, because it's got to have all that sugar to survive, and there's really no such thing as good sugar or bad sugar. If you eat something like a potato or you eat a Hershey bar, your body treats it the same way in terms of the number of carbs. In fact, the Hershey bar might be slightly better for you just because of the fat content in terms of keeping you full. But yeah, but there are some people that lose weight and eat potatoes, but that is definitely not a low carb vegetable. But pretty much, any green vegetable is fine. It's mostly just the starchy roots that you've got to watch out for. Yeah, there is the cart has a battery in it, a little watch battery, and it saves data to there. I'll be using that and save states, just because I don't completely understand how it works in the emulator. Let's try and see if maybe missiles can get us through this. Nope. Oh, that's just a save point. Sure. Yeah, cycle. I love to bike. I don't really live in a conducive place to do it now. West Virginia is super hilly, and I could ride around my neighborhood, but it's just not. It's not a great place to cycle. We'd have to, we've put bikes on the car before and taken off and gone somewhere. But that's one thing that I think the UK really has up on the US. Oops. Oh boy. I was touching the wrong button. Leads to all kinds of trouble. Yeah, the weather effects in this game are fantastic. Everything about the environment is great. The music is fantastic. So I need to figure out where to get bombs from. Let's consult the map for a second. Oh, shoot. I think I did it again. Yeah, I did. Yeah, it's just my own... Like I said, the PlayStation 4 stick, this thing right here, when you configure this thing for Windows use, this actually becomes a trackpad. And when you click on it, just like a mouse, which is awesome, except for the fact that when you want to hit start and select, it gets in the way sometimes. Okay, so it looks like, yeah, I think I see where I need to go. Just back down to where I was before. Ooh. Is this a shortcut? Kind of. Yeah, I'm back. I guess you can't defeat that king, or maybe only with missiles. Let's try with missiles. Nope. Alright, here's the bombs, I bet. Yep. Oh yeah. Set it with the X button. Got it. Try it out. Oh boy. Let's go, missiles. Almost. But I'm almost dead. Oh, that's the end. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, with more modern games, they've got so many buttons that you don't often have to use the start and select. But okay, that's all right. You got to die sometimes when you play these games. Back to business. This time I won't be so careless. I'll know what's coming. Yeah, I mean, I've got tons of controllers like that are more Super Nintendo-like in design. But the thing about the PlayStation controller is that it's Bluetooth, and so it's just so convenient because it's wireless. It doesn't get in the way. If I had my pick, I would choose probably the Wii Classic controller, but it's got a really flaky USB attachment that doesn't work very well, so that's why I don't use that. But this is fine. I mean, I'll overcome it. I just have to be careful when I'm hitting select. Okay. Actually doing worse than I did last time. But when I die this time, I'm going to make a quick save before attempting to beat this boss. Oh, come on. Hey, I did it! 4 with 4 energy left to spare. Right. Feels good to play a regular 2D game again. The past couple nights I've been spending my time in VR with my Oculus Rift. I don't know if you've had a chance to check out any of those videos, but I've done a lot of Job Simulator and Rec Room. And now we can just bomb ourselves out of here. Yeah, very close. But that's the best. That's a sign of good game design, is when they make it to where, you know, when you finally squeak by, you really do it by the skin of your teeth. Let's see. Should be able to bomb. Yeah. New area. Oh boy. Yeah, there's a ton of sort of horde modes, games where you've got, you know, just incoming things coming at you. I think this is just going to take me back to my ship, but might as well fill in all the gaps there. Yeah. Plus, they're just a lot easier to get into and out of, and I can keep the Twitch going on VR. When you're in the helmet, you know, you're really playing by yourself, at least locally, even if you're playing with people. Online, you know, I couldn't talk to you. Alright, nothing doing there. Can I jump back up? No. So close, but so far away. That might need 10 missiles to get through the green door. Let's fully explore our options before we take that route. Alright. Now we need to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nope. It's a good way to waste all your... Green door, eh? Hey, Rally Bill. You today we recorded early, so it was it's a holiday here in the States, and so we recorded at 3:30 UTC instead of our normal time. But I'm doing a little extra stream of Super Metroid if you want to hang out. Somebody, Treyguard, you want to look up and see what I need for that green door, just to make sure I'm not wasting too much time trying to look for a solution. Let's look at our map here. Okay, it looks like there's still some place that is unexplored. Okay. Have you played this Super Metroid? Rally Bill? This is my first go-round with it. Oh yeah, okay, so here is a door that I have not opened yet. So, just need to kill some more enemies so I can get some extra missiles. Almost there. Just need one more. Shoot. There we go. Where do you live in Sweden, Rally Bill? Oh, a super missile. So I haven't come across those yet. Oh shoot, there go the switch back. Oh no. Shoot, did it again? Might as well go save my game. Actually, this is a good chance for me to, let's get out of here and figure out what the keyboard shortcut is for save states in the simulator. So, save game position. Okay, I guess it's just a mouse thing. That's fine. Go ahead and save our game the old-fashioned way, too. Yeah, Metroid 2, The Return of Samus. Moonfreeze on Twitter and Eric on YouTube. All right. I don't know much about Sweden, but one of my favorite singers in the whole world is from Sweden. I think he's from Gothenburg. Which I don't know where Uppsala is in relation to that. There's another guy from Norway. Oh, wait a minute. You are Eric, right? Are you, I get confused. Yeah, so you're Eric. Are you Eric? You're Eric, the music producer, Eric? I want to make sure that I've got the right person in mind here. Okay, I'm almost dead. It's not good. Yeah, the sound engineer guy, right. Okay. So it looks like we've got some more data points on our map, which is definitely useful. Not Håkan Hellström, but that sounds awesome, man. Swedes have the best names. My favorite singer is a guy named Jens Linkman. Well, he's not my favorite, but he's definitely one of my favorites. He's in the top 5 for sure. Definitely my favorite Swedish artist. Although I also like a group called the Radio Department, who I believe is Swedish also. There. Just want to check this out. No, there's no keyboard shortcut for save. Let's come up here and do it again. Is Gothenburg a big music place? I mean, is there a lot of there are a lot of shows there, a hotbed of musical activity. Oh, I tried to duck there. I was unsuccessful. Oh, really? I've heard about that Norwegian death metal. That stuff is no joke. Huh. Göteborg. So there's no N in it in actual Swedish? That's just like an Americanism or an Englishism? Check out the map. Well, looks like a fully explored Brinstar. Which is a shame, because it took me a while to get down here. Let's just double check, just to be sure. Oh, okay. No. Well, that's no good. Dead end. Time to load up our state. Whoops. Load game position. Alright. At least now we don't have to fall all the way, or climb all the way back up again. And I just need to get the Twitch chat back up there. Göteborg. 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 Is it 3 syllables or 2? Is it Göteborg or Göteborg? I can't help but sound like terribly Russian when I do that. That's not my intention. Göteborg. Yeah, this is a beautiful, beautiful game. One of the best looking games on any 16-bit platform. This is a game where, you know, coming from an Amiga background, you'd be like, man, why don't we have stuff like this on our system? Because it's gorgeous. Not to mention the music. Okay, it's time to figure out where we need to go next. So there's an elevator to Brinstar, but we don't know how to get to it. Okay. Okay, so there's, I guess Brinstar is... Okay, and then we've still got lots of undiscovered country here. I guess the best way to proceed is to go to the left. Save here. Yeah, it's yeah, it just drives you crazy too, because you know the processing power of the Amiga could handle something like this on paper. It's just something about the programming. And just the level of talent on the part of the programmers was just not there. I think the closest that the Amiga came to a game like this is Turrican. But Turrican is almost more like Contra. The adventure elements aren't there, and they made these huge levels, but with no mapping system, they're really hard to figure out. Okay, this guy is having none of this. How about that? That's right. You don't want none of the missiles. But the thing that the Amiga did really well, of course, is anything that was mouse-driven. you know, simulation games, things like that the Super Nintendo just with its controller couldn't handle, and of course, you know, all the utilities and everything. So, but as far as any kind of platforming goes, the Super Nintendo is the undisputed king. In fact, this game kind of launched a whole genre, you know, the whole Metroidvania genre. This combined with Symphony of the Night on PlayStation 1. I wonder how we get rid of that. Oh. I go to this side. There we go. Missiles don't seem to be hurting that one. Let's jump over it. That's hilarious. I mean, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna come back from that? You know, something like Super Frog. It's a great looking game, but it's just not. It doesn't have the playability, and it looks just a little bit juvenile compared to something like Metroid. You still there, Treyguard? Oh boy, I've only got 4 energy. Oh my gosh. It's bad times. Oh, I had an energy tank, okay. I wasn't even paying attention to my energy levels. Let's do a quick save. Yeah, you're exactly right, Eric. The demos were amazing. That is the true strength of the Amiga as a platform, and so many people got their start. So many game developers got their start doing those demos, and moved on to bigger and better things. Sometimes on other platforms. Oh, sorry about that. Just wanted to make sure we didn't lose you. All right. So we've got more map information. Looks like I need to continue to move down here. I think that he was involved in that scene. Now don't quote me on it, but I think that he was, because he's definitely artistic in that way. You're so close to him, Treyguard, at least compared to where I am. You can go to his house and ask him. I would kill to be over in Europe for the Amiga scene stuff. You know, in the UK, anywhere. Anywhere but here, because here in the States, the Amiga is a non-starter. Except for some very small pockets. Oh, oh. Okay. How do I get out of here? Yeah, Twitch is our new home. You know, everything is archived on YouTube, but we're going to be streaming on Twitch from here on out. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, and you'll be notified every time we go live. Like I said, normally we've been recording Fridays on at around 5:30 Eastern, which is going to be 10:30 UTC. But today was a holiday, so we just did it early. All right. It's time to figure out how to get out of here. Ah, there we go. I guess I can just kind of stay here and... refill on everything. Oh. Alright. I was trying to think, maybe the game... Okay. But then when we get to there, that happens. So I've got to figure out how to get through that door. Yeah, Twitch will not save the streams. So that's why I export everything over to YouTube. You have to pay extra money on Twitch to get saving forever. So yeah, I tried pressing down on it, and it did not like it. It's not going to give me the Mario style, unfortunately. Treyguard, what was your first computer? Oh, I didn't even see it. I'm looking here at the chat. Oh, so you've already met Ravi and Dan. Wow. Are you in, do you live close to, like, I don't even know how to say it, Leicester? Leicester? Maybe it's just Leicester. It's probably Leicester, right? This is a scary place. I don't like being without lights. There's the super missile, I bet, right? No? Missile reload. Okay. Well, that's a neat thing to have. I don't know. I don't know. Let me look here on my thing. Permissions. I don't even know where I would find that in the settings, maybe. No. Permissions. Yeah, I don't see how I can enable cheer. If you can figure out where that is, I'll be happy to put it on there. Friends, messages, subscriptions, settings. Oh, I think I've got it. Maybe. Twitch Prime. Yeah, I also was looking to add some moderators also, but I don't see connections, subscriptions. I've already got Twitch Prime for being an Amazon Prime subscriber. Yeah. Let's go back here one more time. Yeah. I don't know. All right. I'll figure that out later. We got about 5 more minutes before I need to shut things down. So let's see if I can make any more progress in Metroid here. And we'll come back to this next week. I should be able to... Oh boy. Okay, I can't kill those enemies because they make the world dark. What a cool thing, huh? Partner settings. Okay. Let's try this out here. So, partner settings. I don't even see partner settings. That's not good. All right, I'll do it afterwards. Eric, I don't want to take up too much time while you guys are watching. That's not the most exciting thing in the world. How cool is that, though? I mean, what an awesome mechanic, having an enemy that physically lights your space. That's so cool. That's not cool. So I never even responded. So you had a Specky first. That is a system that I'd love to get more into. Here in the States, we had nothing going on with the Spectrum, but there are so many cool looking games that I would love to try out. Hoping that there's a save point or something somewhere close to here. Jeez. These things are just lethal. Here's the pipe. I like this thing, though, because hopefully enemies will just continue... Oh, well... The idea is that I want enemies to continuously spawn so I can kill them for energy or missiles. But that doesn't seem to be the case. These guys, I hate these guys. I just need to switch to missiles to take care of them. Oh my gosh. Alright, I'll do a quick save right here because I fear for my safety. Okay. There we go. Just what I needed. Alright, and we'll go ahead and save right there also. And I think that this is a good place to end our Friday free-for-all. So next week, I'll probably start the free-for-all right after the podcast. So if you tune in for the podcast, then I'll probably start. We end the podcast around 7. I need to do the post-production on the podcast. That'll take me till about 7:30. So we'll plan on doing the free-for-all next week from 7:30 to 8:30. Well, I feel like maybe we'll do some more Metroid. This is a really cool game. Are you all enjoying watching this? I didn't even realize that my screen was cut off. There we go. Of course, it's too late now, but... Just a little bit. Yeah, so all that stuff is Eastern time, which means it's going to be a really, really late night, unfortunately for you guys. Um, so 10, 12, oh, that's going to be like 1 o'clock in the morning. The time change makes that really, really hard. The problem is that, you know, as soon as I get home from work, I spend all of my time getting ready for the podcast, so I have no time. After that, yeah, I just hate to make you guys stay up so late. But that's really the only time that I can do it. You know, when I can, I like to stream things during the week, but it's hard to find spare space, because when I start, I want to at least go for an hour. But all right, well, we'll go ahead and sign off here. So guys, Treyguard, Eric, thanks very much for hanging out this evening, and we will see you next Friday free for all. Until then, adios.